be discussing the 5 most likely Senate outcomes in the 2022 Senate elections, as we are just over about 3 weeks away from the actual midterms elections. That's right, this is getting exciting. So, I'm going to get right into today's video, starting with the 5th most likely outcome and working our way up to the most likely 2022 Senate outcome. In this map, I have the Republicans pretty much having a clean sweep here. I'm not going to be considering the margins. This will be the 5th most likely outcome in the Senate, with Republicans getting pretty much a clean sweep of their competitive races, except the state of Colorado, which is arguably not even that competitive. This would have to happen under about a R+6 or so environment, which is not very likely, but it's still entirely possible. I think Republicans have about a 5% chance of achieving such a great outcome for them. And just looking at some of these states, there are Republicans having a clean sweep on this map. Now, I think that in this case, potentially states like Washington could be within 7 points. Colorado could be within 3 at this moment in time, if this was to be the map. Now, the next map would definitely be much less Republican favorable. This will be the 4th most likely outcome, in my opinion. So the 4th most likely outcome here is actually a 51-49 Senate for the Republican Party. The Republicans still winning, I still think that the Republicans will win quite a few seats here, but Democrats, it's not much of a change from now. Democrats flip PA, while Republicans win Nevada and Arizona. This also has about a 6 or 7% chance of happening. This map would be in a generic ballot of about even, in my opinion. It's going to be somewhere around even at this moment in time. Now, Georgia and Arizona, those two states are quite similar in terms of my overall margin, but I think that in this map, Raphael Warnock and John Fetterman, both of them, in my opinion, will narrowly win, while for Mark Kelly and Catherine Cortez Masto, they'll both narrowly lose. This will be, of course, around an even generic ballot. This, we're talking about if a map similar to this happened, Democrats are actually doing decently for a midterm compared to historically what typically the incumbent party are able to do. Many of them lose a ton of seats. This would actually be quite a good performance for the Democratic Party, as in a midterm election, they're not losing many seats. Now, the 3rd most likely outcome here is a 52-48 map. I'm just going to clear it. And really, it's just 1 seat difference. Instead, this time, Georgia, instead of being in the Democratic column, gets the Republican column. This will be a 52-48 map. Now, this is actually getting quite likely here. I think it has about a 10% chance of happening. So not exactly the highest chance, but also it's definitely very much possible at this moment in time. In this map, we'll talk about potentially about a R+2 environment, which is not that far off what I expect the generic ballot to be. You're talking about John Fetterman winning that race, flipping that seat by about 0.5%, and Republicans winning Nevada by about 1-2, Arizona by about 0.5, and Georgia by about 0.5. So that will be the map. That will be one of the maps. Now, for a second, we're flipping 2 states here. We're going to give Republicans Pennsylvania, while Democrats the state of Georgia. Now, this was actually my last Senate prediction. I give it about a 10% chance of happening. I see that this is quite a likely map at this point. Not maybe 10, maybe 12% chance of happening. Another about R+2 generic ballot, pretty generic at this moment in time. Just looking at the polls, this is pretty close to what I expect the final map to be in. Now, for the most likely outcome that I give the map about a 15 or 16% chance of occurring, definitely not certain, not even close to that, still unlikely, but it's definitely the map I say is probably the most accurate now. I'm going to give it as a 53-47 map, which was pretty much aligned with some of my previous election predictions. This will be about a R+3.5 generic ballot. We're talking about Republicans winning Pennsylvania, Georgia, Arizona by about 1%, and Nevada by about 2%. So technically, Democrats, if they are overperformed by about 30%, they could actually win here 51-49, but I don't think that's actually that likely. Anyways, thanks for watching this video. Be sure to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I make prediction videos, generic election type of videos, election coverage, and much more. So subscribe, like, follow, sure. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Bye.